We'll start today by finding a comfortable seat on the mat. And you could sit in a completely different position than me to start, and that's fine. However you choose to sit, be sure to pull the flesh away from the sit bones so that you're starting with a stable foundation. Bring the navel in towards the spine and allow the crown of the head to reach tall towards the sky. Bring the shoulder blades together and down the back. Remember from yesterday, we said it's almost like you're putting them in your back pockets. And then place the hands on the thighs, palms down today, and close your eyes. Start to become aware of your breath. And if it's okay for you, allow that breath to flow in through your nose and out through your nose. Bring the breath into balance by making the inhale the same length as the exhale. With each inhale, allow the spine to grow tall. And then as you exhale, keep the length in the spine and just begin to allow the body to soften. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. As you sit and breathe, I'm going to read a quote from Rumi. Your task is not to seek love, but merely to seek and find all barriers within yourself that you have built against it. And I'll read it again. Your task is not to seek love, but merely to seek and find all barriers within yourself that you have built against it. So Rumi notices that we tend to go out seeking love, when really what we need to do is find all of the ways that we have built up a resistance to love, and then break down those barriers so that we are open to receive love. The barriers that get in the way are the components of our ego: fear, desire, beliefs, emotional trauma. So all of those things are kind of layered on as we go through life. And yoga is something that we can do that actually does help us to peel away those layers of protection that we've kind of put up, so that we can be open to receive love and all of the abundance that the universe has to offer. There are some specific things you can do. You can practice forgiveness. Give love to feel love. And appreciate the miracle of life. As you know, if you've been practicing with me for a while, every November I tend to focus on the theme of gratitude. So one of the ways that you can, if you're not already, you can appreciate the miracle of life is to start a gratitude journal or a gratitude list. And they can be simple. I have a little book by my bed, and I don't even write in it every day because it hasn't become a total habit yet. But when I see that book and I think of it, I just write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. Not even full sentences. You know, it could say pets, my boys, and water. Simple as that. Sometimes they might be more specific or longer, but usually it's just these simple things. So when we create this gratitude list, we list small and simple pleasures and indulge in them. One of my favorite parts about keeping a gratitude journal are for the times when I'm just down in the dumps and I'm having a hard time thinking of things to be grateful for. And what I'll do is I'll pick up that book and I'll just leaf through it. And I'll remember all of those things. And it's a lot of things, a lot of people, experiences, even items. So those are just some ways that we can start to open ourselves up to receive love. Today on the mat, we will be doing some poses that help to bring openness to the heart space. And then hopefully we can carry that with us out off of the mat and be more open to receiving love from others. So let's bring our hands together at the heart in Anjali Mudra, prayer position. And by the way, if anybody has any questions about gratitude journals or gratitude lists, message me. Last year I put together books for all of my students, little gratitude journals. I didn't do that this year because I'm online. I'm not seeing people. But I do still have that template, which I could probably find if anybody would like it. You can just print it out at home. So you can message me or comment or anything like that, and I can try to send that to you. So we'll bring the hands together at the heart in Anjali Mudra prayer position. Allow the thumbs to just gently rest on the chest, elbows relax. We'll breathe together 3 times, and on the 3rd exhale, we'll share the sound of Om. Take a nice deep breath through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale and exhale. And for the 3rd time together, inhale. Om. Bow your head. Place the hands on the thighs. Softly open your eyes, looking forward. We'll start today in child's pose. So to come to child's pose, you can just come to all 4s, hands and knees, and then shift your hips to your heels, the chest to the thighs. And we'll start by resting in child's pose. So you can either just lower your elbows to your mat, you could cross the forearms in front of you and rest the forehead, or even bring your arms back by your legs. So settle in here in child's pose. Reestablish the balanced breath if it's gotten away from you. Inhale and exhale are equal. Extend the arms out in front of you and come to lay down on your belly. And then you're going to roll to the right side. So you'll be laying on your right side, the right arm extended out, nice and long, and then the left arm is going to be on top of the right arm. So we're going to do an open and closing motion 10 times, and then we'll switch sides. We're moving slowly with the breath. So as you inhale, that left arm lifts. You roll onto those shoulders, opening up wide. As you exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. So you're just opening as wide as you can. We're not putting the glutes on the ground. We're staying on that right hip, but we're twisting open at the waist. Moving slowly with the breath. When you finish your 10, roll over onto your left side. Take your time getting there. Once you do lay on the left side, that left arm will extend out nice and long. Right palm on top of the left. As you inhale, that right arm sweeps up to the sky. As you twist open, exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. I can tell already that this side is much more open on me already. I was a lot tighter on the other side, and you might find that as well, that one side is a little tighter than the other. When you finish, you're going to roll onto your belly once again. Bring your arms like goalpost arms or cactus arms. As you inhale, the head, chest, and arms lift as you draw the elbows towards the feet. Bring the arms back to cactus arms. Lower. Inhale, lift as you pull those elbows back. Bring the arms back up as you lower. Keep going. Shoulder blades in those back pockets. Extend forward as you lower. 3 more on your own here, moving with that balanced breath. When you finish, just lower down, crossing the forearms in front of you. Rest the forehead. Come back to the balanced breath if that's gotten away from you. Bring your arms by your sides, the palms face the sky. As you inhale, your head, chest, arms, and legs simultaneously lift up off of the mat, and as you exhale, they lower. Inhale, head, chest, arms, legs lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more on your own. When you finish, you'll lower down, crossing the forearms in front of you and resting the forehead. bring your hands right next to your chest. So oftentimes when I'm in a public class and I say that students will bring their hands forward of their shoulders, I want you to make sure those hands are right next to the chest. If your elbows are winging out, hug them in. We're going to practice Cobra Pose, and we're going to practice this dynamically at first, and then we'll hold it. So for Cobra Pose, it's not really a push-up. What you're doing is you're pressing the hands into the mat, and then you're pressing the hands towards the feet, which causes the body to shift forward as you rise. On the exhale, lower. So we isometrically drag the hands back. The chest sweeps through the arms as you rise. Exhale, lower. Continue on your own here. You only have to lift as high as is comfortable for you. The higher you lift, the deeper the back bend. So the next time you lift, I want you to hold the pose. The chest sweeps through the arms as you rise. Relax the shoulders away from your ears here. Navel to the spine. Focus on your breath. On the exhale, slowly lower, and then press yourself back to child's pose. As you inhale, bring yourself up to all fours, hands and knees. Tuck that tailbone slightly. Bring your awareness to the point between the shoulder blades and relax. Take a breath in. As you exhale, shift the hips to the heels, the chest to the thighs, coming to extended child's pose, which means those elbows are up off of the mat. On the inhale, come back up, all fours. Exhale back. Inhale up. You're moving with your breath here at your own pace. The next time you come to all fours, pause there. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, round the spine towards the sky. On the inhale, let the belly draw down towards the mat as the bottom and the head reach towards the sky. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, belly draws down. Come back to a neutral neck, neutral spine. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, wag your tail to the left as you turn to look over the left shoulder. On the inhale, come back to center. Exhale. Wag the tail to the right. Turn to look over the right shoulder. Inhale to center. 3 more times on each side. When you finish, you can shift back to child's pose. On your next inhale, come up all fours. Extend the right arm out parallel to your mat. The thumb points to the sky. And then extend that left leg out nice and long behind you. So you're reaching through the left heel, reaching through the right fingertips. Keep the navel drawn in, gaze down at the mat. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to bring your right elbow and left knee together beneath your belly. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw together. Inhale, extend. 3 more, keeping the rest of your body as still as possible. Really working on core strength here. One more time. Extend the right arm and the left leg. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. Breathe for 1. Lower the right hand. Lower the left knee. Shift back to child's pose. Bring yourself back up. All fours. On the next inhale, that left arm sweeps out parallel to the mat. Thumb points to the sky. Right leg sweeps out, reaching through that heel. Bring the navel to the spine. Take a breath in as you exhale, left elbow to right knee beneath the belly. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw together. Inhale, extend. 3 more on your own. When you finish, you're going to hold for 3, 2, and 1. Lower the left hand, lower the right knee. Shift back to child's pose, and then as you inhale, come back up, all fours. Moving with your breath here. Exhale back. Inhale up. The next time you come to all fours, pause there. You're going to extend that right arm out nice and long. And then, as you exhale, you're going to pull that elbow back, drawing your shoulder blade towards that back pocket. Inhale, extend the arm. Exhale, shoulder blade to the back pocket. Inhale, extend. One more time. Shoulder blade to the back pocket. Inhale, extend. Lower the left arm. So you want to initiate this movement with that shoulder blade. So we extend that right arm out, pull that shoulder blade, the elbow follows. Inhale, extend. Reach the shoulder blade into that pocket, pull the elbow back. Inhale, extend. One more time. Nice job. Lower the right hand. Shift back to child's pose. Bring yourself up all fours, and we're going to move into downward facing dog. So go ahead and curl your toes under. I just need to do a little time check. I don't have my watch on today. Oh, we're doing great. So curl the toes under. Start to shift the hips towards the heels. Knees lift as you press back to downward facing dog. So let's all bend both knees and keep them bent. Then shift the hips to the back of the room where the wall meets the ceiling. And then without shifting your body forward again, relax the heels towards the floor. Start to bend those knees. Go back down into child's pose. On the inhale, come up, all fours. We'll do that again, so curl the toes under. Start to shift the hips towards the heels. Knees lift as you press back, downward facing dog. Remember, hips point to the back of the room where the wall meets the ceiling. Bend the knees, go back down into child's pose. And then one more time, bring yourself up to all fours and shift back to downward facing dog. Begin to walk the feet forward towards your hands, coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Here you really want to let the head and neck relax. You can gently turn that head from side to side. Place the hands on the hips. Press down through the feet and bring yourself up to Tadasana, mountain pose. So when we stand in Tadasana, the feet are just femur width apart. They're parallel to each other. Hips are stacked on knees, knees stacked on ankles. Shoulder blades together, down in those back pockets. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Take your hands to the sacrum, the triangular bone at the base of the spine. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and down the back. Press down through the feet. Inhale, lifting up through the sternum, and then you're just going to take it back for a back bend here. Make sure you're breathing. Slowly bring yourself back up. Give yourself a nice big hug. And then give yourself a hug going the other way. Coming back to Tadasana, mountain pose. As you inhale, those arms sweep out to the sides, up overhead. Palms come together to touch, and as you exhale, hands come to the heart. Turn the fingertips to face in front of you, and then towards the floor as you hinge from the hips, diving down. Hands peel apart, arms open wide as you unhinge, coming all the way up. Arms up overhead, hands come to the heart. Turn the fingertips to face front and then towards the floor, hinging from the hips, diving down. Hands come apart, arms open wide as you unhinge. We'll do that 3 more times. When you finish, you can just rest with the hands at the heart. Come back to your balanced breath if it's gotten away from you. I want you to take your hands now and place them on the back of your head as if you're cradling the head, interlacing those fingers. Elbows will be pointing out to the sides. Press down through the feet, lift up through the sternum once again, and then you're taking it back for a back bend. Slowly bring yourself up, bring your arms by your sides. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward, fingertips touch the ground. As you inhale, bring yourself up halfway. And then as you exhale, fold. Press down through those feet. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come to your heart. So standing at the top of the mat, you're going to take a nice big step back with the left foot. Left toes point out to the left slightly. As you inhale, arms sweep up. And then as you exhale, your right knee bends. Make sure the right knee doesn't jut out past the ankle. And we're going to bring those arms again to cactus arms. Shoulder blades together and down the back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to bring the palms and the forearms together as you straighten the right leg. Open those arms wide, bend the knee. Straighten the legs as those arms come together. Inhale, right knee bends. 3 more on your own, moving in and out of warrior one with these goalpost arms. When you come to the last one, I want you to hold the pose, being sure not to hold your breath. Lower the arms, step the left foot forward to meet the right, coming back to Tadasana, mountain pose. This time, we'll take a nice big step back with that right foot. Right toes point out slightly. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, bend the knee and bring those arms to cactus arms. Take a breath in. As you exhale, straighten that left leg as the palms and forearms come together. Inhale, shoulder blades together and down the back. Bend the left knee. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more on your own. On your third, you're going to hold it here, making sure you're still breathing. As you inhale, straighten the left leg, lower the arms, step the right foot forward to meet the left. So we'll stand at the top of the mat once again. I'm going to have just a little sip of coffee. On the inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back, downward facing dog. Step the feet forward, coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Press down through those feet. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Take the hands to that triangular bone at the base of the spine, the sacrum. Shoulder blades together and down the back. Press down through the feet. Lift up through the sternum and take it back for a back bend, which you could also call a chest opener. Slowly bring yourself back up. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself some love. Other way. Bring your arms by your sides. On the inhale, arms sweep out, up overhead. Palms come together to touch. Hands come to the heart. Turn the fingertips to face front, then towards the ground as you dive down. Hands come apart, arms open wide as you unhinge. Palms meet up overhead. Continue. Exhale, hands to heart. Turning the fingertips towards the floor as you dive. Hands come apart, arms open wide, unhinge, come all the way up. 3 more on your own. When you finish your 3, you can pause with the hands at the heart. Take the hands behind the head, interlacing the fingers, creating a cradle for the head. Press down through the feet. As you inhale, lift up through the sternum and take it back for a back bend. Slowly bring yourself back up. Bring your arms by your sides. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips. As you inhale, bring yourself up halfway. As you exhale, fold. Press down through the feet, unhinge, bringing yourself all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a nice big step back with that left foot. Left toes point out slightly. Everything else points straight ahead. Inhale, arms sweep up and then bring the arms to goalpost arms, bending that right knee for warrior 1 with this arm modification. Take a breath in. As you exhale, straighten the right leg as the palms and the forearms come together. Inhale, shoulder blades together and down the back. Bend that right knee. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more on your own. When you get to the 3rd, hold it. Shoulder blades together and down the back. Focus on that breath. Straighten the right leg, lower the arms. Step that left foot forward, coming back to Tadasana. Take a nice big step back with that right foot. Right toes point out slightly to the right. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, bend that left knee as you bring the arms to goalpost arms. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, straighten the left leg. Palms and forearms come together. Inhale, open wide, bend that left knee. Exhale together. 3 more on your own. When you get to that 3rd, pause here. Focus on the breath. As you inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, lower the arms. Step the right foot forward, coming to Tadasana. On the inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward and step back to downward facing dog. From here, we're going to bend the knees, go back down into child's pose, and then roll over onto the back and hug the knees into the chest. Once you hug the knees to the chest, you can feel free to rock side to side here. Become still, lower the soles of the feet to the mat, and then bring the arms by your sides, palms face the floor. Draw the pelvic floor up and the navel in. That's going to bring that pelvis to neutral. Engage both glutes, lift the hips, and then as you exhale, you'll lower the hips. So you also have the option of adding the arms. So as you lift, arms would come up overhead until they touch the floor behind you. And then as you exhale, you would lower them with the hips. I'm not doing arms today, or the arms, because my shoulders feel really good today. And I just want to keep it that way. So I'm going to ease up on them a little bit. The next time you lift, I want you to hold the pose, being sure not to hold your breath. So you're continuing to breathe. Inhale and exhale are equal. Keep those hips lifted. And then slowly lower those hips down to the mat and hug the knees into the chest. Keep the knees hugged in, but bring the arms out like a T, palms face the sky. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to twist to the left. So you're starting to tip the legs over to the left. Left leg comes down to the ground and the right leg just rests on top of it. One of the things I see a lot in my public classes is people will hold their feet up here. You can just relax those feet down to the floor. Start to draw the knees back up. Adjust your foundation as needed. And then on the next exhale, you're going to twist to the right. So the right leg comes down, left leg rests on top of it. Continue to watch the breath flow in through the nose and out through the nose. Start to draw the knees back towards the chest. You can place the right hand on the right knee, left hand on the left knee. As you inhale, the knees pull away from the chest as your arms straighten. On the exhale, draw the knees back in. So inhale, knees pull away. Exhale, draw the knees in. Continue moving with your breath here. The next time you hug the knees in, you can just keep them hugged in. Place the soles of the feet on the mat, and we're going to begin to transition into Shavasana. So traditionally, Shavasana is done laying on the back, legs extended out nice and long. Arms are by your sides and the palms face the ceiling and are just a few inches away from the body. Allow the feet to flop open. Let the eyes rest in their sockets. Relax the jaw and let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Resist the urge to make subtle movements. Allow the natural breath to take over. Rest in Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen the breath, becoming aware of the room around you and becoming aware of your body. Start to make any subtle movements that feel good, like wiggling the fingers and wiggling the toes. You can rotate through the wrists and the ankles and turn the head gently from side to side. And then stretch through the arms and the legs like you're just waking up, and then roll to the right side in the fetal position, and we'll stay there for a few breaths. Keeping the eyes closed if you'd like. You can use the arms to bring yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. And once you get there, we're just going to do a short meditation. So at the beginning of class, we talked about how we don't need to seek love, but figure out ways to find the barriers that we've built that hinders us from receiving love. And one of those ways is through forgiveness. So we're going to do a 1-minute meditation. And what you're going to do, as you inhale, you're going to think of someone that you want to forgive. And you're going to say to yourself as you inhale, I forgive the person's name, and I forgive myself. And on the exhale, you're going to say to yourself, I send love to both of us. So on the inhale, I forgive name, and I forgive myself. On the exhale, I send love to both of us. So go ahead and just think of a person that you might want to forgive. If you can't think of anyone, you can simply say, I forgive myself. And don't forget to send love to yourself and that person as well. So again, it's inhale, I forgive this person, and I forgive myself. And on the exhale, I send love to both of us. Go ahead and begin. After the next exhale, you can release the meditation. Bring the hands together at the heart. Be aware of your reaction to life's events. If a negative emotion arises, don't act on it. Don't entertain it. Acknowledge it and continue. So we don't want to dwell on the negative. We acknowledge that it's there. Oh, this person did this bad thing to me. I feel sad. Okay, I'm sad. But that doesn't define me. So then I can continue on to the next moment. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering. May you have ease and well-being, and may you be open to receiving love. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today.